Historic period. We have seen in lesson 2 that written records are available in form of inscription, manuscripts, book, etc. for the historic period. In all Asian civilization, the art of writing was developed. They used fully developed scripts. In other words, with the rise of Asian civilization, the new Stone Age came to an end and the historic period began. What is culture? Human and all other animals are dependent on the environment and nature for satisfying their needs. However, other animals do not cause any significant changes in their surroundings. For example, bears live in cave and monkeys live on tree, but human build houses. It means that we humans change the natural character of our surrounding to some extent. Humans do not eat their food in its natural form as other animals do. They roast or cook the food, or in other words, they process foodstuffs before eating them. They process many other substances before eating them in a similar manner. They work on stone, metal, etc. to make tools and various objects. They make pots, bricks, and other things from clay. They obtain yarn from cotton and weave clothes from yarn. In short, according to their needs, they change the form of material they need to do. Material available in nature. They need skills to do this. They need to think and plan before they shape an object. Then they have to actually put in effort to shape it. The tradition of thought, skill, and effort gave rise to various art. Every generation handed over the knowledge of artistic skills and tradition to the next generation. With this exchange of thoughts and ideas, language was enriched. The knowledge of various arts, skills, and tradition inherited from generation to generation, and the way of life founded on that knowledge is what we call culture. Asian civilization in River Valley culture, which flourished in the New Stone Age, were based on an agriculture way of life. Fertile soil and constant water supply as essential for growing crops. Naturally, people in the New Stone Age established their village settlements on the bank of various rivers. The New Stone Age cultures flourished along the river banks. In the course of time, New Stone Age culture gave rise to early civilization. Increase in production due to various skills, the use of well-flourished trade, use of well-developed scripts, etc. were the major factors responsible for the rise of early civilization. These civilizations came into existence in roughly the same period, that is around 3000 BC in 4 regions of the world. They are Mesopotamia, Egypt, the Indian subcontinent, and China. The civilization in these 4 regions developed in River Valley, hence they are known as riverine civilization. Ancient riverine civilization: Mesopotamia, Egypt, China, Harappa. Mesopotamia is the name of a region and not of any particular country. It means the land between two rivers. Ancient Mesopotamia was the land between two rivers, Tigris and Euphrates. These two rivers mainly flow to Turkey, Syria, and Iraq. Ancient Mesopotamia had great cities like York, Nippur, etc. These cities were home to very prosperous culture. Egypt. The river Nile flows through the eastern part of Sahara Desert in the north of Africa. One of the ancient civilizations flourished along its banks. It is known as the Egyptian civilization. The Nile gets flooded every year. The land along her banks has become very fertile because of the flood deposits, small embankments on the river to store the flood water. After the soil in the flood gets settled at the bottom, the water was used for irrigation. China. The ancient civilization of China developed and flourished in the valley of Honghe River. According to the Chinese tradition, a king named Hungari introduced agriculture, animal husbandry, wheel carts and chariots, boats and clothing in China. Chinese people believe his queen invented the technique of silk production and silk line. Loingyi, Bengi and Kangi are among the important cities of ancient China. Harappa, the earliest civilization on the Indian subcontinent, is known as the Harappan civilization. It flourished in the Indus Valley. Indus is the English word for the name Sindhu. Harappa in Punjab and Mohenjo-daro in Sindh are the two sites of Harappan civilization to be discovered first. Now they are in Pakistan. Lothal and Dholvira in Gujarat and Kalibangan in Rajasthan are among the famous sites of Harappan civilization in India. Cities of these civilizations are well known for the systematic town planning. The houses were built in block each other at right angle. Huge granary and spacious houses were the special feature of these cities. There were bathrooms and latrines in every house and a covered drainage system which indicates a concern for public hygiene. They were carefully constructed private and public wells. The cities were divided into four parts, each with a separate fortification.